Welcome back to EASD TV. Now, something really special. As you all know probably by now, I have a huge enthusiasm for early career researchers and want to do as much as I can to support and help them. And I hope that that's what you do too. Let me introduce you then to the Early Career Academy. And I'm delighted to have Patrick. Now, you're going to say your own name because it's one of those Dutch names.
Patrick Schrauwen.
Patrick Schrauwen, thank you. Now, you are the chair of the Academy and also, of course, a board member of EASD. Just tell us why the Academy was set up and what it does.
Yeah, so the Academy was set up, it was an initiative taken a few years ago, really to stimulate early career researchers to stay in the field, but also help them with developing their career further. We feel at EASD that this is really important to look at the next generation of diabetes, leaders in the diabetes field.
So now let me introduce you to two of the next leaders in the diabetes field. So Beatriz Merino Antolin, where are you from and how long have you been a researcher?
Hello, my name is Beatriz Merino. I'm from Spain, from the University of Valladolid, and I'm already a postdoctoral researcher and a junior PI, and I'm grateful to be in the committee of EASD Early Career Academy.
And what's your subject area?
My subject area is I'm basic researcher and focus in hyperglucagonemia basis and insulin resistance.
Thank you. And Alexandra Smink, tell us about you and what your area of research is.
Thank you. So I'm from the Netherlands, from the University Medical Center Groningen. And my research is about type 1 diabetes and how we can develop an artificial transplantation site for islet transplantation.
So that's hugely exciting work.
Yes, definitely.
Fantastic. So what does the Early Career Academy bring for you?
Well, it brings a very nice network of early career researchers that are at the same level and experience also the same issues as you do. So it's nice to recognize the problems discussed, but also from the academy itself, it's very nice that we can help others building the network, dealing with work-life balance, for example, etc. All those things that are interesting for us, but also interesting for the people who join the academy and join our events. So it works two ways, I think.
And Beatriz, what are the kind of problems that you think are most common amongst your peers?
I think that the most common problem that we can get in your first step of your career is the networking and to find a good mentor. And in the academy, we can help to the early career researchers to get these kind of issues.
And Patrick, can you help with finding mentors for people in the academy?
Yeah, so one of the programs that we launched this year with support from EASD is the mentor-mentee program, where we match up a mentor and a mentee, because we know that for some people it's difficult to find a mentor. I mean, if you're in a wealthy position at a good institute, then often it's easier. But if you're maybe somewhere else in Europe, it's less easy to find a good mentor, and we help them make the first contact, give some money that they can visit the mentor, and hopefully it leads to a long-term relationship between this mentor and helping the mentee developing his career further.
So you've now got matchmaking skills, Patrick, as well.
Yeah, well, I don't know, but we'll do our best. Yeah.
Your dating agency.
Yeah. Well, scientifically.
So tell me, what else has the Academy been doing?
Yeah, so we have different programs. We organize a lot of webinars. I mean, we are here at the EASD and everyone can see all the science, but we want to have that year through. So every month we do webinars and they can be on science. So we have a journal club together with Diabetologia, where an early career researcher presents the latest article. But we also have webinars on other aspects. For example, young people can apply for an EASD grant, and they get tips from directly the chief of the EASD. He gives tips and tricks on what to do. These kind of lectures are important.
And I
we
think
organize things here also, yeah.
And I think I've done one myself on communication skills.
Yeah, exactly. yeah, absolutely.
And you say a network is very important to you. Have you developed a network because of the Academy?
Yes, I think so, because the meeting itself, the EASD meeting, annual meeting, is very, very big, right? So it's sometimes difficult to find all the early career researcher or to find the right people to talk to. And being part of the Academy gives me a lot of help making this network and knowing people, and that's why we also organize the social event at the beginning of the annual meeting. So then at the start you already meet some new people and you see them for several days, and this really helps building your own network, getting to know people around Europe and even beyond Europe, I think.
Is that what you've found? You've got a new network, new best friends.
Yeah.
And actually, otherwise, is you're right, is you come to a meeting like this, it's very big, it's very intimidating.
Yes.
Unless you've got a few friends that you can say, oh, come and have a beer, and
Yes, definitely.
And let's go out.
Yeah.
And what are the next kind of plans for the Academy? What's next coming up?
Yeah, so for the coming year, you mean? So we want to expand further on the mentor program. That's an important one. One thing that we also want to organize, or are going to organize, is a Best of EASD webinar that will come in October. We invited 4 or 5 young people to be here and to give their impression of the meeting and express that. Also, one thing that we really want to do is get more connections with the national associations, so in every country, because there's also diabetes research going on, and see, okay, how can we learn from each other, and again, all focusing of course on young researchers. So there's several activities that we plan, but also we would like to hear from the early career researchers. I mean, we make up plans, but we also want to hear feedback. I mean, what do they want? So what do they want next year on the program, for example? What's important for them? And we listen to that and then try to organize that.
Any ideas?
Yeah, so I actually proposed something for about work-life balance, because that's always a struggle for a lot of early career researchers, I think, because you want to do as much as possible for your work, but you also have a personal life, right, that needs attention. So how do you do that? But also something about science communication is very interesting, I think, to think about, because you need to learn how to show yourself to the world out there, and communication is key in that. So, yeah.
Well, I found them a very, very attentive class. You were all great. So thank you all for coming along, and good luck with everything you do with the Academy. And it's a great, great institution. EASD, be proud of yourselves for having set up the Early Career Academy. And what a bright set of people you have coming up the ranks to be the future leaders. Lots more to come. Bye for now.